48 seconds of reserve time. 4 zoomers. I imagine you just got to pick up a 5 here, right? Or the 4. Okay, so they grab the Snapfire. It's going to be 5 position IO, most likely. I mean, I guess you could technically
Most
swap
likely.
these. Z-Freak's the... Is Z-Freak the IO player? I mean, Husky also plays it. That's the thing that's so interesting here.
Well, Z-Freak was playing it quite a bit, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I've seen Husky play it as well.
Yeah, they could just interchange these like you mentioned. I mean, Mars is banned out, so we won't see the Mars Snapfire combination, but they can go for something else that has decent kill potential alongside the Snapfire. I mean, it's a very versatile support hero. You can either run it with Little Shredder and Punishers with low armor, or have decent burst damage.
If you take it to the 5, it's not bad either. You just got to pick something that wants to fight in the lane. Because Snapfire, like, her whole kit's around, you know, fighting and finding kills kind of early on in the lane.
And 10 seconds of reserve time left for APU King of Kings. I mean, I imagine that you're a little bit hesitant to pick up heroes that are like sitting on the back line up against the Storm Spirit. Could just pick a run at you draft alongside this Weaver. The position 3 almost certainly has to be a stun. I mean, that's one of the weaknesses of picking up a Weaver as a 4. Is all of a sudden you're lacking a stun on a role that usually has it as strong as it is, as strong as bugs are.
Okay.
Go for a Beastmaster.
That's a strong enough pick. And they pair it with a Disruptor. So it's going to be Beastmaster or Weaver off lane. Pretty strong overall against both Snapfire IO.
Yeah. I mean, you have a hero with a BKB piercing disable and Beastmaster. If you play it fast, you know, which I'd like to see here, then Humbly Overlord is going to be pretty scary. You have no amazing solution for that right now. And Disruptor with the immediate drop of the Static Storm, you can punish. They go for the Brood here.
Yeah, none of these
I don't have
supports
a
or
great way of
heroes deal
playing
with
this
this.
right now. No, nobody can deal with this very well at all.
So it's going to be off-lane Broodmother for move for sure here. The question is, how many heroes you need to ban out to deal with this? Because right now, you can't really run either of these heroes into the safe lane. So I'm trying to think what safe lane heroes actually can deal with the Broodmother. They ban out the Phantom Assassin. That's a good one.
I don't even think Phantom Assassin would be amazing at dealing with the Broodmother. It's just decent at jumping Disruptor on the back line and whatnot.
Oh, it's not to deal with the Broodmother. That would have been a good pick for 4 zoomers. It doesn't really care too much about the Beastmaster lane. Yeah, I honestly, if I'm 4 zoomers here, I don't really know what you ban because they need a safe lane hero, but there's not many safe lane heroes that do well in the Broodmother. Maybe the Terrorblade, honestly, as it is a hero that like doesn't care too much about Brood. You have pretty high armor.
No way of clearing out the spiders, and Broodmother does struggle to deal with.
Yeah,
Broodmother does struggle to deal with the high armor, but you have no way of clearing out the spiders with that.
It's more of just
Disruptor. Sorry, go on.
I was say it's more of just like securing the lane, right? Like if you can pick something that beats the Broodmother in lane pretty heavily and still farms, then it's not bad. But yeah, you don't have anything to deal with the clear until like Beastmaster has like Aghanim Scepter, I guess. Like I don't know where your clear is coming from. Nice juice box there, neph.
Thank you. I had to cover the label up. Okay. 35 seconds of reserve time left. Last ban. I mean, obviously they want to get rid of. I'm not sure what if you want to get rid of actually.
Dude, anti-mage.
You think so?
It's a pretty good anti-mage game.
Fair enough. Yeah, maybe just get rid of the AM. There's not a ton of things that you're super worried about. 4 zoomers picking up here. I think they don't have a great way of starting team fights. All right, that doesn't make any sense at all.
It's very good against the Beastmaster lane. Like Beastmaster can't apply any pressure to that.
Yeah.
Okay, Naga Siren. That's one. That's a good pick. It's good in lane against the Broodmother, and then the spiders.
It's a great catch for Brood.
Yeah.
You don't have a great way of dealing with the spiders, but between the Disruptor and the Naga Siren, you could just like find constant pickoffs on the Broodmother when she's trying to run away. Like Ensnare, plus the vision plus catch that you're going to have from static Thunder Strike and Glimpse are going to be pretty sick. My brain is dying here.
It's all right, Neff. It's late in the
It's your good
day.
looks.
Copium.
That's what's doing it. And they pick up the
Gyrocopter.
gyrocopter last. So again, nobody who's amazing at starting team fights to fight a set of 4 zoomers. Xantic might get punished. He goes in and tries to start fights by like a quick roar or a tornado coming out from Invoker, then the follow up coming from Disruptor or Naga. So I'm worried about that. The draft just kind of seems all over the place. APU a little bit more coherent, but uh, I don't know, it could work on 4 zoomers if they all just snowball off of their lanes. But that's kind of thinking optimistically. It is going to be Husky on the IO though. Position 5, you're right. Z-Freak's going to be playing the Snapfire. I probably prefer the draft of APU King of Kings here.
The Naga Siren does definitely throw like things into a big question mark here for the 4 zoomers. I think the gyrocopter pick is pretty dang strong though, and you have the IO. So I will say it's kind of a little bit of a bait for the IO here in terms of like he wants to be tethered to the gyro, but he also wants to be tethered to the Storm Spirit. So going late game, like you can only choose one, which is kind of funny. But I do think the gyrocopter IO combo and ultimate late game is just going to be too strong if they get there. And I think it's going to come down to how well they do in the off lane on Moo. Like if he's able to snowball this, make space on the map, I think 4 zoomers got it. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 4 zoomers here.
All right. Can't wait for you to be wrong, Ricky, as always. But for anyone who's just tuning in now, curious about where Gunner is, who Xantic is a mid laner from the UK, previously playing on Into the Breach. So, man, is a decent replacement, as decent as it could get. He is going to be on kind of high ping. Actually, I can look that one up. Let's see. Xantic is on 102 ping right now, which, honestly is better than the players on King of Kings. So, should do reasonably well enough. And if you're wondering why he's here, it is because he's friends with Moo and Husky.
All right.
You excited for this one, or are you disappointed that you don't get to see Gunner, Ricky? I know that you're a big fan.
I am. I do love, watching Gunner play Dota. But in general, just excited to see 4 zoomers take their first series of the tournament because we haven't seen them quite yet. An APU King of Kings. I mean, they've surprised a lot of teams so far. Again, it's Mini on one of his best heroes, a second Grandmaster. He has Monkey King and Invoker, both level 30. So definitely likes spamming his heroes. Ooh. Wards go down pretty much right away.
You didn't mention anything about Xantic Storm Spirit level?
It's not Grandmaster.
Oh my god. Yeah, we only recognize Grandmasters.
It's only Master tier, level 25.
Yeah. So you're saying he's on the council, but he's not a master.
Yeah, exactly. The Storm Spirit has like one of my favorite armor pieces, though.
Which one is that?
It's like the Maestro one that has like the hearts that come out of it. It's very cool.
So you're saying he's well hatted.
Yes.
Excellent. Happy to hear it.
Hey, he drops little hearts everywhere he goes. It's very adorable.
Yep. Yeah. You might not know this about me, but I used to be a big Xantic fan, Ricky.
Oh, no, I did know this about you.
Really?
Yeah. You talked about him all the time.
I don't think I ever have talked to him about you. Or him. Obviously,
wow, is there something to be worried about, Neph?
I don't think I've
you
ever.
Hiding me?
I am, yes. I don't think I've ever spoken about Xantic to you, Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
Have I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
You used to rave about this guy. So I think it was back in the day when he was playing Gyrocopter.
Nope.
Oh.
It's his Monkey King and his Kunkka that are very good.
Ah, okay.
But I think he's got a little bit more of a diversified hero pool. He seems to be level 25 on the Storm Spirit now.
He is just taking a beating here on the Weaver top lane.
Yeah, in fact, Jupiter might just end up dropping here. He's got Scoochie up in 2 seconds, but Husky gets back before he has a chance to pop that one. I think he gets the salve back up. Yep. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he just used the salve here instead of waiting for the tangos to heal him up to full. All right. He's going to spend a lot of time not being that active in lane because of it. So they're going to be off to a pretty good start here on the start of 4 zoomers. Goes to Belay. We made very happy here by Husky on his IO. Down the bottom lane, Moo is taking kind of heavy fast. This is to be expected against a Disruptor, right?
Yeah, Disruptor is one of those heroes that just drops Thunderstrike on you. It's super annoying to deal with. Moo doesn't yet have a point in Insatiable Hunger, so you don't have the sustain that's going to come out from that eventually. And right now, laning against Benny, like the Naga Siren, just you have splash damage, right, from the Riptide as soon as you hit level 2. So anytime you come up to the creep wave, you can just run these at you. If it gets like a single Riptide, it ends up being so much damage.
We're in the mid lane. Xanthi against Mini. Then it goes winning the first 2 creep waves, but starting to go the way of Mini a little bit is Ads hasn't come super close to lane, but he's doing what we talked about, stacking these camps as he goes for the water rune here at 2 minutes because he knows he's going to be forced to move into the jungle before too long. Doesn't want to get hit by these tornado EMPs once he's got multiple points inside the wax, and already he's getting that one prepared here on the Invoker. I think he'll probably try to drop just the cold snap EMP onto him this creep wave. Yep, he does. He's gonna burn a lot of his mana.
He's got Bottle plus the water rune, right? So it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, but once he's got a couple more points into this, it's kind of the end of the world now. He's got a Fairy Fire, so we could pop that if it looked like he's a threat of going down. Top lane, speaking of threat of going down, Husky.
That is first blood. Weaver, good hero, for anyone who was wondering. Doonha is going to be able to pick that one up here, so very nicely done by him.
Yeah. I finished that one off
Who
with
is
his wild axe.
Doonha normally, what team does he normally play on? I'm very confused. Is he standing in for Sexy Fat? Unless Sexy Fat is now on a different team, which could also have been the case. So there's a lot of shuffling happening right now that the regional leagues are done.
Yep. All right. The mid lane starting to get. I mean, he's still ahead of on CS. Actually, he tries to use the pull off on a Mini here. Surprised he ended up going for multiple points into the electric, or put a point in the electric vortex here against the Invoker. You don't have a ton of kill threat. He's gonna be forced back now. But yeah, we're starting to get to that point where it's not really that laneable for Storm Spirit unless he just doesn't want to be dropping his static remnants at all.
Man, I forgot how good this Broodmother set was. This was definitely like the best Brood set for a very long time. It is so sick.
Oh, I just got an update. Apparently my roommate has kicked me out for playing Tanto Core, the maid card game that I was playing earlier.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I need a place to live, Ricky.
Are you gonna bring Tanto Core with you?
Yes.
All right, sorry, I can't help you.
Lucky. If Dota was patched sooner, I wouldn't be having these issues. Wouldn't be looking for alternate games to play.
Just do what I do,
This is fixed
man.
tomorrow, though.
Play other games. It's that simple.
I do. I play Tanto Core.
That's not a real game. Moo, yep, there it is. Just every time these mirror images come out, you just run them at the Broodmother. It becomes very difficult to lane. It just denies everything in your face. 19 and 9.
Do you think that Serum is going a little bit too far forward for Z-Freak here?
No, because you can just solo lane as the Naga Siren. You don't really care.
No, I mean, he might get punished for this one.
Oh. Ads is not level 6 yet,
Level
so it
6,
looks like
yeah.
he's going to be fine.
All right, fair enough. Ads is level 6 now, and he managed to... I mean, he is a little bit behind the Invoker as far as net worth goes in this lane, but I think he did reasonably well enough on the 1v1 matchup. You were forced to rotate to the mid lane on Husky, but looks like Ads just now heading back to base, going to TP to a lane, trying to figure out if it's worth it to rotate and look for a kill. He's got 3 points into Static Remnant and only 2 into Overload, so his kill potential isn't as great as it normally is. Normally you see people go 2-1-2 when they're looking for kills.
Ooh, Serum drops the kinetic field, and he's gone. It's that simple. Walks away. Storm Spirit, though, comes back to the lane with plenty of mana, so they will find themselves a pick-off onto the Disruptor. Finally, a 1-for-1 as they get themselves on the board.
Good goes the way of Husky. Rune spawns the top part of the river, and I'm pretty sure Dire, they don't see that one, so... Husky is going to scout it out, though.
Nice use of the Cold Snap there. Able to burn all of the mana on the Storm Spirit. And with the
Husky's got 9 wand charges though, so he's gonna be able to give him 1 mana.
yeah. They bottle up as well. Cookie comes out. He finds the Weaver, stuns the Invoker as well. Nice kinetic field holding Z-Freak in place. They find that second kill. A little bit of a turnaround. Minute getting the earn charges, able to get aggressive with that, but ADZ adds, sorry.
Thank you.
Illusion.
Grabs the illusion rune there on Sam. They would have assumed that they just grabbed whatever rune was sitting up there. And they don't have vision up at the top rune anyways in the side of 4 zoomers, so he walked back, grabs the bounty rune, and they start to clear out camps. Z-Freak coming in, refill the man's bottle, very nice.
So Gyro is going to actually just go first item, Aghanim Scepter.
How do you feel about this one? Are you team Aghanim Scepter or are you team Chrysalis?
It kind of depends. I think in this game, the Aghanim Scepter is fine. I don't think you want a Chrysalis more than a Maelstrom here, though. I think you will want a Maelstrom far more than you're going to want a Chrysalis. Because they actually don't have a way of dealing with the Naga Siren at the moment. Missile's going to come out. Cookie forward will stun him. Speaking of dealing with the Naga Siren, mirror image to dodge the missile. Perfectly timed by Benny. And now it's around from Minis. He gets the cold snap, the EMP right onto the gyrocopter. Earn is there. Moo as well, just getting aggressive still. Trying to chase down the Invoker, but he's going to pop the Ghost Walk. So chip damage from both sides, but no one ends up dying. But now they can put some pressure on the tower now that Moo is here, and they force the Naga out.
Yeah, they got 4 heroes here. Ad's still over in the mid lane. Looked over to Benny, but doesn't have enough mana to commit on him and find the kill. So tier 1 tower is going to go the way of 4 zoomers here. Looks like Nal is looking to do the same thing up in the top lane. But
Ads has to be very careful mid as well. He is out of mana basically, and Mini going to go for the rotation, catches him with the cold snap, and EMP is there. He's just going to pop the Soul Ring. Oh, he doesn't use it in time.
Yeah, the cold snap ends up landing the same time he pops the Soul Ring. So he's not able to hop over that kinetic field, and they find the kill onto him.
Yeah, beautiful rotation there from APU. You did finally take the tier 1 tower bottom, but it might cost you your mid tower. They've brought Moo here on the Broodmother, which is not really where he wants to be. Z-Freak TPing in as well. Cold snap, earn, couple auto attacks. He just dies. So much damage, plus the minus armor from the medallion is just way too much, I guess.
Yeah, man, absolutely melts there. Definitely needs a little bit more HP. Invoker ended up doing a ton of damage there with his, Spirit Vessel, or sorry, Urn. Spirit Vessel is yet to come out, but I imagine that's going to be his next item. If it doesn't go, like, back for a Midas or for Boots of Travel here. We'll see.
Yeah.
Off to a good start now on King of Kings, up 2k net worth. They smoke up on several heroes on the side of 4 zoomers, looking to find Dunal in the jungle.
They're only going to find the Weaver,
they find
though.
Jupiter.
It's not really the one that you want to find.
They don't even do.
He just didn't have dust.
Yeah, someone needs to pass Dunst over to the Storm Spirit because he's going to be the one doing the initiation. So they rotate up here with 3 heroes. Their time is kind of wasted. 2k net worth advantage into turning into 3 as the Weaver picks up 3 bounty runes. It's stonks, baby.
That is definite stonks. My lord, that is so much gold. That was like 700 gold, wasn't it?
Something like that. I don't want to do... Hold on, let me pull out my Texas instrument. 45 times 3 times 5... 675. You're very close, Ricky.
Yeah, I just spitballed it, you know? Just get,
yeah.
off the cuff guess type of scenario.
Yeah. Great estimator of numbers here.
Yes. I don't need to be exact. Ad's bottom lane will grab the Invis rune that was protected by Z-Freak. The mid tower is falling very low, though. It is in deny range if they want to try and do that. They go ahead and smoke up instead here on the side of 4 zoomers. As they head back into the jungle once again. It did not turn out well for them last time. They don't necessarily have vision of Doonha quite yet, but they do see the boars. They will see him now. Ad's going to go in on the Storm Spirit, grabs him with the Vortex. A bunch of mana coming back here thanks to the IO, but there's the Roar into the Cookie to follow, and they'll grab themselves the pick off there. Husky falling low. Meanwhile, mid lane, a solo pick off from Moo. He's able to take down the Disruptor. They end up getting the tower. Goes the way of Jupiter on the Weaver.
But 2 kills is not bad for Finds there. Moo manages to stay alive during that, or sorry, Husky manages to stay alive there.
They get the dust onto the Weaver. He doesn't have time lapse. He's trying to kill the bugs, like hoping he's gonna get level 6. He's like, please.
Nice try. They end up losing Jupiter. He gets himself power treads off of that one, though. He did end up finding the kill off into the tier 1 tower in the mid lane, so that's something. They bring it back a little bit. They find 3 kills in pretty quick succession on the side of 4Zoom, despite losing their mid tower. So it's not bad. Z-Freak has walked into the wrong neighborhood.
Some would say Mini's neighborhood. Spirit Vessel comes out now, so Mini very scary. They end up smoking up. Pops the Ghost Walk as well. Wants to just head right into the triangle. Costabile is low, but he's managed to finish up the stack. And he is heading back to the base. Tornado just from out of vision, and he is dead anyway. So a great catch there by Mini's Invoker. That is so important.
Kill ends up going the way of Jupiter, so finds himself a lot more gold in pretty quick succession. I mean, now going for the Solar Crest. Not the amazing upgrade it used to be. Debuff and armor isn't great upgrade from the Medallion, but is pretty good for dropping on your carries.
Yeah, the main idea behind it is you have the Alacrity from Invoker, right? So you have Solar Crest Alacrity on the Naga Siren, or honestly Beastmaster, or just the Invoker. So there's a lot of different targets for this hero. So it makes sense. I like the pickup.
Yeah.
Ads is
back
pretty
to work
far
here
away from this Orchid,
yeah,
by the
he
way.
is. Yeah, he's definitely fallen off. I mean, ideally, you want to be like somewhat close to the 5K net worth mark at 10 minutes. And right now, on the Storm Spirit, he's pretty far away. Ended up going Arcane Boots this game as well. I mean, with the IO, it seems okay. I'm not crazy about this, though.
He has a ton of mana to work with. They have double Soul Ring and Arcane Boot, so as long as he's tethered, he just has probably like 800 extra mana to work with, which is like insane, like when you think about it, like as a Storm Spirit.
Yeah.
Let me see how
but
close
again,
am I
it does
on the
mean
map there.
your Orchid comes out that much slower, right?
Yeah.
And so you're never going to have the use of it against the Naga. I mean, Naga has already done this Manta style.
A little bit of an over-exaggeration on that. It's 650 extra mana, but it was close. Z-Freak bottom lane gets caught out, but so does the Gyrocopter. That's the Roar setup. They end up relocating in on the Storm Spirit. They just glimpse him away, and Husky's like, wait a minute. I don't want to be here either.
Oh, the setup there. That was so good by Sarah. You see that? He ends up dropping that Static Storm directly on where they relocate into, and the glimpse off on the Storm Spirit afterwards is taking him out of the fight. Ads isn't able to do anything there.
Yeah, that's
a classic now? He
top
doesn't.
lane. They end up just teleporting in immediately. Benny cancels his ultimate as Ads is out of mana, has a Soul Ring. Husky here as well with some charges, but he doesn't get the tether off. He just gets perfectly timed on the tornado. All right, Benny is
so good. That was all Benny.
Yeah.
Serum is about to die though. Right? Can Mini save him? He's gonna turn around and try to get the kill onto him.
Hey, he's gonna get the kill onto him. He's got Cold Snap Spirit Vessel. That is an easy kill.
Yeah, so he ends up giving his life, but they lose the Broodmother. That was set up by the Naga Siren. The reason that song came out was so that they could be absolutely certain that EMP ends up landing off of everybody, and it does. It drains everybody's mana, and they're not able to do anything. Icefall ends up sticking them in place afterwards. Super sick play there by the Naga Siren.
Yeah, he was just about to go for
that one up.
tether play on the IO to go for like stick and Soul Ring, but Mini hits both with the tornado, so just cancels it completely, ends up killing off the Storm Spirit and the IO as a result. Like, that was just super clean. 11-6, a 6,000 gold lead all of a sudden for APU as you get further and further ahead. Dunha taking another tower in the bottom lane.
Mini's now run into too many heroes, unfortunately, but all right, as he ends up targeting Jupiter here instead. It's the easier kill.
Yeah. I actually have the Satyr Banisher picked up on Dunha, so you have the Purge now.
Yep.
Super annoying to deal with. Almost to the Overlord. Right, just about 500
Hand of
gold.
Midas now done on Mini, by the way. Ads almost has this Orchid Malevolence done. He needs another 250 gold for this. So it has come out rather slowly, and I'm not sure he's going to have a great time finding kills with it. I mean, he'll be able to get Disruptor on the back line. Speaking of Disruptor, manages to catch out Moo.
Yeah, mid lane. Even commits the Roar, and absolutely worth it is take down the pesky Broodmother. They relocate in mid on Husky, who's thinking maybe he could go for the save, but no, he's moving the spiders. Oh, okay, never mind. He targeted them all. They're all dead. No save.
Oh, no. Husky.
He's dead. Into Roshan you go. You got Bugs. You've got Medallion done. Weaver ended up changing his mind, going back for a BKB instead of finishing up the Solar Crest. But yeah, this is a super fast Roshan. -14, -15. You have almost 0 armor by the time it's done. So we're just going to grab the Aegis for the Naga Siren. She's on her way to the Eye of Scotty as she just has a, what, 3,000 gold lead, more than that on the Gyrocopter.
Yes. Gyro is quite far behind.
Mini caught him. Sunstrike comes out for Vision, gets a Cold Snap Spirit Vessel, and Jupiter with the wraparound. Gyro's just dead. Dude, this smoke, I did not think it was going to actually allow them to find a kill, but boy, did it. Mortimer Kiss is coming through from Z-Freak, trying to find Mini. It's not going to happen. Instead, they look for Serum, but he gets the TP out anyway. No vision in time. So they escape with murder. They get the Gyrocopter. They get the Mortimer Kisses.
They dropped the Alliance line in all chat. A fun little Alliance fact. Xantic used to play with the new offlaner of Alliance, Symmetrical, on Into the Breach. I'm not sure if you saw the roster updates. It's
on Wikipedia, but yeah, it hasn't been announced yet, technically.
Wasn't it?
Was it? I don't think so.
It was on Twitter.
Oh, maybe it was. Maybe they made an official announcement. I don't pay attention enough to Twitter.
You're like, neph, you're leaking info again.
Neph, stop leaking info, dude.
They announced it on Twitter.
Okay,
Alliance
nice.
definitely announced that one on Twitter.
Missile coming out onto the Centaur. Big play here. Is going to be able to bring this one down. They're not even going to bring it down. They need to run. Ho, Dunha. Flexing for the viewers there as he almost gets the roar off.
Yeah. Benny dropped his Song of the Siren onto almost nothing, trying to catch heroes out there.
Nice.
Yeah. He is all out of mana now, so I think that King of Kings are going to be a little bit more hesitant to try to take a team fight.
He's also 60 gold away from a Scotty, so...
Yeah, he's got his courier sitting by the secret shop right now. And
Husky and Ads he's got the money. Under a ward. Gets found here by Mini, and they're going to be able to jump the Storm Spirit. He's trying to get away here, but the constant stuns from that Cold Snap are really annoying to deal with. They will take down the IO. Ads completely out of health. I don't know if he's going to come back in on the backside to fight. Moo goes in instead, trying to find some damage here. Gets glimpsed right back in to the kinetic field, and a kill goes the way of the Naga Siren. So 2 pickoffs once again. Ads TPing back home. You don't have the BKB on Costabile. You need one on the Broodmother as well, but he's instead queuing up an Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah. 9k net worth advantage as well for Zoomers. I'm not sure what their method back into this game is going to be. There's the I have Scotty now coming in. I mean, he had to complete in the middle of that team fight, but you are so farmed on this Naga Siren.
Yeah. This is a really sick last pick Naga Siren. Mid lane, Mini found by Ads. He does commit his entire mana pool for this. Gets 900 gold, but glimpsed right into the Static Storm and that kinetic field. So he dies for it, but overall a very worthy kill. Oh, mid lane, big call down into the Mortimer Kisses. No way to stop it. They're cleaning up big. They're going to buy back on the Invoker. Moo trying to do what he can. Can they end up bringing down Benny twice is the question. They're going to get the Weaver. He's still got the Aegis for another 2 minutes, though, and Benny gonna be fine as he ends up taking down a third, sniped by Moo on the Broodmother, which is quite good, but beautiful ice wall from Mini, trying to stay on top of the Broodmother, drops a meteor right on his head. They can continue the chase, we good Deafening Blast as well. They drop the ward and he gets the kill. Oh my god, Mini is owning.
Yeah, he was not giving up that Broodmother after he was forced to buy back into the game, though. Serum is kind of low, but I don't think the Spider is going to be able to finish him off. You might want to drop it. Yeah, okay, that's better. And then, yeah, okay, we're good, we're good. But having to fly back there on Mini did not feel good, so he definitely wanted me to kill off the Broodmother there, so it does make his buyback worth it in the end. And the team fight, it does end up being a decent recovery for, as far as, I mean, net worth actually went slightly in the favor of 4 Zoomers because Invoker was forced to buy back there. XP did go in favor of APU Kings slightly, but I do think that fight overall was probably a good thing for Zoomers.
The Storm Spirit got a ton of XP. Like, yeah, and he got like 2 levels from killing the Invoker there. So yeah, that is very big.
That's his way back into this game. I wasn't sure like what the method of recovery was going to be. He's got the Kaya Sanj queued up next, so this is one of the best items that he can get up against like the Beastmaster. You definitely need Spell Amp this game as well, so being able to take that roar off for you a little bit faster is going to be big. So road to recovery right now for the Storm Spirit. He's the top of the net worth of heroes on his side.
The problem you have is you're just getting cut constantly by the Beastmaster and the Naga Siren. Like, there's just not a lot of options that you have to deal with this. Like, you show in lane for too long, and there's going to be like a roar +1, and you still have to deal with an August Siren split pushing the other side of the map, as she just has full control over your triangle. So she's able to push 2 lanes simultaneously while farming, you know, multiple camps. And this is just why her net worth is as large as it is. There's not a lot of options to deal with it.
All right, they're playing very tight right now on.
He's got an axe,
which is surprising given that they have a Storm Spirit on their side.
Benny has Aghanim Scepter now. So the BKB Piercing and Snare, increase cast range and reduce cooldown, a very strong ability. Able to hold that Storm Spirit in place even longer now.
Yeah, and you can drop it on people who are asleep as well. So Song of Siren is going to be your setup.
Moo's almost to his Ags. He is 60 gold away. If he gets to it, it is a pretty sick pickup. We've seen how good that the Broodmother Ags can be. If you're able to set these spinners or spider snares, spinner snares, spider snares, spinners snares.
Good enough.
I was right. All right, nice. I shouldn't have doubted myself.
Never doubt yourself, Ricky. You are the smartest caster I know.
Am I the only caster you know?
Yes, they don't like me very much.
It's all right.
Something about my
You're a man of the people,
play.
Nev. You're a man of the people.
Thank you.
Adds top lane, trying to take down the Overlord creep, and he's not going to get it. He's too afraid to go out. He doesn't see anybody. He's like, if I go for this, I get 250 gold, but is it worth my life? Unlucky.
Well, until Denal ends up getting himself a blink dagger, it's not super scary. Once he does have that, though, Xantic probably has to be a little bit more careful.
All right, Spinner Snare is being set up on the map now. Give Moo a little bit more information to play around if someone were to trigger those.
They did end up clearing out the big creep, by the way. Z-Freak got it. But then Dunal ends up getting himself a Ancient Thunderhide not long afterwards.
Man, it'd be so bad if illusions could trip Spinner Snares.
They can't?
No, they can't. It has to be a hero. It can't be an illusion.
That's busted. I think it's like one of the few abilities that works like that.
Yeah, it's actually might be one of the reasons he picked it up into the Naga Siren. So Moo, like, I'm assuming knows this.
Well, I'm sure Moo knows a lot of things, so. Very smart and handsome gamer.
Ooh. Just trying to scout with the like little spiderlings here to try and find where the enemy team is, and he does find them. Ends up feeding all the spiders instead.
Yeah, he walks them right through the snare. You're right. My God, what a busted ability. I hope this gets addressed in the patch tomorrow. Valve employee number 218, please fix this.
How did you know my number is 218 now? What?
There was a data breach.
Oh, God damn it, not another one. Yeah, I imagine Spitter Snares is either not going to exist or it's getting buffed. Legitimately.
And then the illusion part will get fixed. Just because I brought it up in this broadcast.
Oh, yes.
I'm certain at least one psychopath at Valve is watching the cast right now. Right?
I'm sure they're in full-blown panic mode right now about the patch coming out tomorrow. Guys, have we tested any of this? No? Okay. Mid lane, Moo in trouble, gets a snare off, gonna try and run away, but the roar is there. The jump in, grab Mini is BKB, not gonna come out in time. Can he finish him off? No, he's gonna be able to escape. You've lost the Brood, he's gonna buy back Husky, trying to keep ads in this fight. He's gonna be able to time-lapse on the Weaver, Coast to Belay, doing a decent chunk of damage, but Jupiter just solos the IO. Tornado comes through, ads is dead. Mini just snipes him on the backside, goes to Belay, he's still got his BKB, gonna be forced to pop it, but there it is, the ensnare, but Spider Snare as well. Benny gonna be able to pop the Manta to get rid of that, but Gyrocopter can't escape. He's just dead. Tries to TP home. There's the Song of the Siren from Benny. They found Moo.
Another net.
And Snare to follow. Right? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Well, you tried on the Brood for sure. 4 heroes dead in the mid lane. You get nothing. Okay, that was a dieback on Moo.
Yep.
I thought they killed Mini maybe, but no, they got absolutely nothing.
In fact, they lost Io as well. He wasn't in that fight recap for some reason.
Oh, there for me. Yeah.
I updated the fight recap, and he is now in it. So they end up losing the Stormspear on the backside again, being held in place by this ensnare. In the middle of his cast animation for Ball Lightning, the tornado connects with him and he goes down. Just had enough HP for that one to finish him off. But 22k net worth advantage now, and just overwhelming by APU King of Kings. I mean, they had the Superior Trap coming into this one. They don't have anybody who's great at starting these team fights. And they have an amazing lineup for catching heroes. They have great scouting with the Beastmaster. They can run at your towers with the Overlord.
This is what I was talking about with the IO issue. Like, he wants to tether both Gyro and the Storm Spirit, and you just can't. So one of these heroes is just substantially weaker than you want it to be in these fights. It's very bizarre that we see both of them picked up together, because what makes the Storm Spirit so broken right now is the hero like the IO, who just tethers him. But then you have a Gyrocopter who also needs the overcharge to do the damage, so...
Just Gyrocopter is not doing damage this game. He doesn't even have his Chrysalis here. We're 27 minutes into the game. He's got BKB and Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, I mean, you needed the offlane Broodmother to make a lot of space for the Gyrocopter, and it just never happened. Instead, Benny just occupied the entire side of the map that the Gyrocopter wanted to farm, so...
And speaking of Benny, he's currently occupying the Roche pit. Hashtag Occupy Roche.
That's a free shard going for Serum. He's going to be very happy about that. The offensive Thunderstrike, very cool. I mean, don't you give it? Oh, Beastmaster already has it. Yeah, you should definitely...
He's holding on to it for now. Is he passing it to somebody else?
Oh, a triple Meteor for Invoker. Yeah, I didn't realize he didn't have it. Yeah, it's quite good.
Supports are so beaten down. Picks up the Aghanim Shard just to ferry it over to his mid laner.
I mean, Mini does deserve it this game. He is 8-1 and 14. He has had an incredible performance.
Yeah, the one death that he had, he ended up buying back, getting right into there and finding the kill off on the Moo on the Broodmother.
Illusions pop the Blast Rig. That is annoying.
That is annoying.
He just like ran it at Moo and it's just like boom. And you're like, all right, well, that's on cooldown, I guess. So I literally won a game because of Blast Rig the other day. It was pretty funny.
It's a very good item.
Yeah, the TA would like blink on me and then get Blast Rigged, and I'm like, nice. Very cool. Ooh. Broodmother? Okay, no, he's fine. Benny, just walk onto the high ground. It's hard to tell which one is real, but I think he really cares all that. Oh, he walks right back into the spinner snare. The damage, not there though. He's just pops the Manta, able to walk away. Meanwhile, the Broodmother just constantly held down. Husky trying to keep him alive, but the tornado comes through. Mini grabs the kill. There's gonna be a beautiful meatball right on top of him. Double kill for the Invoker.
Yeah, Gyrocopter ended up dropping so low, he's forced all the way back to the base, and they've got so little left. They're gonna try to defend here though.
Ads is dead. On the backside, I'm pretty sure. Pops all his mana, trying to run away. Okay, makes it into the base. Sunstrike off the mark. He does force the BKB of the Invoker with this one.
He does, but he's not going to be able to defend his melee racks here. It is about to go down. There it is. Range track, they're about to lose as well. And defending from Mega Creep's going to feel nearly impossible this game.
Yeah. Spinner Snare mid, catches the Weaver. Time lapse instead. He's going to be fine. Goes to Belay. Has the Chrysalis done. Like you were talking about, Benny just pops the BKB. Goes to Belay. He's got to pop his. He gets cookied away, but he's just falling so low so fast. Weaver just dies to the flak instead. Gonna buy back here on the Storm Spirit coming to the base. Ooh, Blast Rig actually protecting him for the moment on the Snapfire, but it doesn't last long enough. Doonha in pretty deep as well. He's gonna go down. Ooh, Song of the Siren from Benny. Oh, right into a spinner snare.
He's in the snare. He's about to go down. One more tick. He survived.
Glimmer. They get him. Snipes him with the spider, but now Benny turns around, takes down the Broodmother. He's so tanky here on the Naga Siren. He's still got an Aegis to boot. They managed to take down more. Buyback in from the Disruptor. Naga Siren here alone, deep in the base, gets the root onto the Storm Spear, just trying to take Benny. Can he actually do it? As he gets away, the stuns are there. Mini's here as well. He's got an Ice Wall, gonna drive it right on top of the Snapfire. There's gonna be the Spirit Vessel as well. Costa Belay, he's doing the damage and fast. Does he get away? He doesn't have detection. Oh, he just jumped onto Benny. He's got no mana. Glimpse actually saves him here.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, he could have been able to stand his ground and fight. He had the Orchid available as well. I think he was just topped back up enough on mana.
Oh, he Sunstriked him. Oh, no. Wait, no. Mini got the kill?
Wrong way around.
Wait, was that a missile?
Mini went down.
Just died to a random missile? Oh my god, he did.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what ended up happening. The other way around, other way around.
I was like, yeah, he sunstriked someone, right? Like, no, he just died to a missile.
You're so used to Mini being the one who's owning that when you see his name pop up on the screen, you're certain that he's getting
Dude, that
another
is
kill himself.
1,100 gold for the gyro.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not going to bring your buildings back to life.
He almost has a Daedalus, though. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you have IO gyro, right?
You do have IO gyro, but the enemies also have mega creeps and still their tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
And top lane. Don't forget that one.
And top lane, yep.
Yeah. It's looking pretty rough here. 28,000 gold advantage here for APU. Trying to find some positives for the side of the Zoomers, but there's not many at this point.
Blast Strike found on the Beastmaster now. They didn't even have all their tier 3 neutral items for that team fight. That's how long it ended up going on for. Taking this fight without the Invoker doesn't seem very wise. I feel like that's how you let the enemies claw their way back in the game.
Yeah, that is very true. Dude, it's just the amount of map that you have on the Zoomers is impossible to play around. Like, they just can constantly shove the waves in. It's just the nature of playing against the Naga Siren, but they also have Mega Creeps, and there's a Beastmaster providing just constant vision from the Call of the Wild. You have so few options here on the side of the Zoomers. They do have the snares, which will give information if they try to just like smoke into the base for sure, but Moo does need to be careful. They might go for like a Blink Roar. They're setting up. There it is.
That's exactly what they're going to do.
They're going to find the Broodmother. Sunstrike does come through. Jupiter, can he be enough to kill him? They just drop an ensnare. They got the kill very easily. Tornado ends up finding Husky on the high ground. Weaver stuck inside the snare. The missile comes through. Adds. Oh, they get the kill with the call down missile, but they got the song on to Storm. He's going to need help and fast. It's not going to come. Just gets absolutely destroyed. The BKB's coming through. Mortimer Kiss is not going to do anything. Costa Bile has to pop his BKB to avoid the glimpse. So you don't have that for the next upcoming fight, and they're just going to focus on the tier 4 towers now.
Yeah, without him to be able to jump the back line, I'm not sure they're going to be able to get in this one. They're thrown exposed now. They end up losing Husky.
They're going to be able to trap him inside the Static Storm. Perfectly done. 2 more heroes fall. The GG finally comes out as APU King of Kings grab game number 1.
4 Zoomers without Gunner losing their debut game here in BTS Pro Series 10. It's like we saw Corey end up winning their debut series. I mean, King of Kings looking super solid this game. I did have the better draft in my opinion, but I don't know. Mini, he popped off this game. Benny had some super sick songs with the Siren, but I think the Invoker pickup was just too strong. When they picked this one up against the Storm Spirit, it does make the game for ads pretty hard. He did do as well as I think he could have in the mid lane, but this Orchid ended up coming out just a little bit too late. I think the Mana Boots was a great idea, but ended up slowing things down a little bit too much. But outperformed here in game number 1 by King of Kings. They never let their foot off the gas here. The one time the Invoker died, he bought back in the game immediately and just kept putting the pressure on.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it comes down to is pressure, right? APU never let off the gas, and yeah, Zoomer just got choked out completely. Ends up being a really solid game 1 performance from them, and excited to see how game 2 rolls out. So we're gonna go to a small break, and we'll be back with that one in just a little bit. Everyone, stay tuned. We'll see you in a bit.